Good morning, everyone. How are you? I miss all of you. I hope you're doing well. If you're living with your family, I hope that they're doing well as well. Welcome back to PCC MUSC 42A class piano. Today is week 12. Do you have all the materials ready? We need to have this syllabus packet. This is a very important reference guide, sight reading book, keyboard paintings, colorful keyboard classics, and also the metronome. Now, please take up the course information sheet. Let's take a look of the course outline. Today's week 12. We are going to learn everything listed on week 12. Now, I would like you to please pause this video and do some warm-up exercise. Could you please do some push-ups against the wall for 20 times? After you finish up, please come back here for the silent placement. Before we are going to continue the silent placement 5-finger pattern, I would like you to form this beautiful heart shape. Knuckles support the fingers. Wrist needs to be flexible and relaxed. Thumbs up. Both hands need to have a very nice hand position. Now here's the 5-finger pattern. Oh, in major keys, always hold, hold, half hold. Hold step, half step, and hold step. For the black keys, we slide our hands into the keys. Also, for example, there's a D flat, hold step, half step, and hold step. Here's the 5-finger pattern. C major. For all the major keys, C major, D flat major, D major, E flat major, E major, F major, G flat major, G major, A flat major, A major, B flat major. Stay here, go to B major, do not slide out, go straight to the right, B major and C major. Go back to C again. This time we are going to do minor keys. Minor keys, we just need to pick up our third fingers and move them to the left, half step. Lower our third finger to the left, half step. C major, minor, D flat major, minor, D major, minor, E flat major, minor, E major, minor, F major, minor, G flat major, minor, G major, minor, A flat major, minor, A major, minor, B flat major, minor. Go to the right, B major, minor, and C major, minor. Now please take out the handout. Let's go to 5-finger major scales, parallel motion. Today is week 12. Let's try A flat major. So we find the A flat. This is the lowest note, first note. Form the pattern, hold step, half step, hold step. Slide our hands into the keys and have a very nice hand position. A flat major, 5-finger pattern, parallel motion. Contrary motion. Let's continue. Major scales and primary chords, week 12. Let's try A flat major. A flat major key signatures, 4 flats. So we have B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. Put your right hand on A flat major 5-finger pattern. From there, we have the first 5 notes of the scale. So we have A flat, B flat, C, D flat, and E flat. We need to form 2 more whole steps. So from here to here, whole step F, another whole step G, and of course, the last note, A flat, the same as the beginning. A flat major, the fingerings is very challenging for both right hand and left hand. They are completely different than the C major, so we need to practice slowly and accurately. A flat major, right hand note will be A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, and A flat. Fingering will be third finger on A flat, 3, 4, thumb on C, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We start with the third finger, ends with the third finger, coming back down. A flat, G, F would be 3, 2, 1. Third finger crossover, 3, 2, 1. Watch out here, fourth finger on B flat, 4, 3. Now, left hand also very challenging. Make sure you practice with accurate fingerings. Left hand also start with third finger on A flat, 3, 2, 1. Fourth finger you. A flat, B flat, thumb on C, B flat, B flat, F, G, A flat, G, F, B flat, B flat, C, fourth finger, right hand, B flat, A flat. You need to practice right hand 10 times, left hand 10 times, hands together at least 10 times every day to be able to master the A flat major scale. So after we finish that, the scale, we need to reset our hand position to A flat major 5-finger pattern. So for the left hand will be 1 chord right here. 4th chord, thumb goes up, whole step. Here's the shape. Go back to 1 chord, 5-7 chord, pinky goes down half step, and back to 1 chord. 5-finger pattern is very important, so put your right hand on 5-finger pattern as well, A flat major position. So we have the first note, second, third, fourth, and fifth note. For the 1 chord is always 1, 3, 5. First note, third note, and fifth note. For the 4th chord, remember our right hand middle finger needs to move up half step, go to the 4th note, half step, pinky goes up whole step. Again, 4th chord, right hand pick up the 3rd finger, moves up to the 4th note of the A flat major, pinky goes up whole step. 4th chord, left hand is 5, 2, 1, right hand fingering is 1, 3, 5. 4th chord, back to 1 chord, 5-7 chord, the lowest notes go down half step. This is a 5-7 chord and 1 chord. Now make sure you practice really slowly, accurately until you can reach the tempo quarter note equals 92. Time signature is 4-4.
1, 2, 3.
And we need to use the subdivision.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Alright, so we finished the technique. Let's take a look of our course information sheet, course outline. The first one listed on week 12 is syllabus packet rhythm drill. Let's take out our syllabus packet. Rhythm drill, we need to do page 53. Let's turn to page 53. Week 10, we learned the original key, which is the G major. Last week, week 11, we learned transpose to C major and D major. Today, week 12, we are going to transpose to E major and F major. So I'm going to do the G major for you once more. I'm going to do really slowly for you. First system, 1 E and 2 E and 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 measure 3. There's a tie on the right hand. The second system, right hand stays exactly the same. Left hand, though it's the quarter note, but the fingering can be really challenging. So you might want it to write down the fingering. G, fourth finger on A, thumb on D, third finger on B, thumb on D, pinky on G. It might be very helpful when you transpose to other keys. So here's the second system, 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and. So I'm going to play quarter note equals 60. So you need to practice really slowly until you can reach the goal. Quarter note equals 60. Time signature is 2-4. With subdivision, here we go. G major.
1 and 2 and 1
Now, last week we did C major and D major. Let's review it.
1 and 2 and 1 and
C major, and we also do the D major. So 5-finger pattern on D major.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2
Today we are going to continue E major and F major, both hands on E major position.
1 and 2 and 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 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and
Now continue F major position, both hands on F major position. So we have this B flat. Make sure you massage that B flat.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and
Right, so we finished this. Take a look at the course information sheet, course outline, week 12. After syllabus rhythm drill, page 53, we have the syllabus note drill, page 65. Syllabus packet, page 65, note drill. Before we do this note drill, I'd like us to review the landmark notes. Remember all those pairs. This is the middle C. The first pair we have is Mommy C and Daddy C. 3 spaces up and 3 spaces down. Mommy C, Daddy C. Or triple C, bass C. Another pair we have is 2 legend lines up above the triple staff. That's a Grandma C. 2 legend lines below the bass staff, Grandpa C. So we can call it high C, low C. Grandma C, high C. Grandpa C, low C. That's another pair. Now we have another pair. It's a triple G and bass F. 2 lines up and 2 lines down. You see, they're all mirrored, right? Triple G and bass F. Now the last one we have is the high G right above the triple staff and low F right below the bass staff. High G and low F. So remember, you need to remember all this landmark notes. There are 9 of them. Make sure that you can memorize them so that will help you speed up your sight reading. Now let's go back to note drill. Note drill, week 12 from the syllabus packet, page 65. Our goal for this one would be finish the entire page within 50 seconds, 50 seconds. And take a look at second system and the last system, fifth system. There are a lot of accidentals, so I'd like you to make sure you pay attention to all those accidentals. The first one, for example, second system, left hand bass clef is B sharp. It's played here, but we also we have to write down B sharp rather than C. For example, the last measure of the second system is E sharp, so don't write down F. It's E sharp. Can you see that? B sharp, E sharp. Also the last system, the third measure, here is E flat. E flat. It's right here, E flat. The accidental applies to the rest of the measure. So the second one, this one, you also need to write down E flat. So for both of them, you need to write down E flat. Hope it helps. Now we finished the syllabus rhythm drill, syllabus note drill, and we continue the sight reading book. Combine both note drill and rhythm drill, sight reading book. Let's turn to page 14 for week 12. Sight reading, page 14. Quarter note equals 50. 50 is always for sight reading book. Today, let's try page 14, number 2. Circle the time signatures 3, 4. Key signatures F sharp and C sharp. Left hand first note is D, a stalk. Last note is D, also a stalk. So it's written in the key of D major. Sight reading, there are 3 steps. Each step we need to repeat them twice. First step, tap the rhythm with a metronome. Second step, silent placement, mental practice. Third step is play with the metronome, play with sound. Now let's do the first step. Let's change the metronome to 50. Time signature is 3/4 with subdivision as an 8th note. Make sure the character of this piece is flowing. Flowing legato sounds important. Here we go. Tap the rhythm with me.
1 and 2 and 3.
Ready? Tap.
1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and.
Second step is silent placement. Let's recognize the note first. We are not given any fingering. That's look for the lowest note for right hand. Lowest note is D. So lowest note we will have to use thumb, right? That's the lowest note. With that being said, the first note F sharp, because the key signature we need to use the third finger. So this is our position for right hand, always 5-finger pattern position. Right hand, third finger always stays on the F sharp because of key signature for the entire piece. So I'm going to highlight this F sharp for you as well. So make sure their key signature F sharp. Left hand too. Circle the lowest note is D, so that will be pinky. Highest note is A. So this is also D position, but key signature F sharp and C sharp. So we have this F right here. So move our third finger to F sharp and stay there for the entire time. So once you have this hand position ready, physically and mentally ready, our eyes need to stay on the sheet music. Always read ahead, think ahead, never look down, always read ahead. Think about the notes, think about the rhythm, think about the fingerings. All right, here is a silent placement with a metronome. Here we
1
go.
and 2 and 3.
Ready, go.
1 and
Read ahead,
2 and
think ahead,
3 and 1 and 2 and
read ahead,
3
don't look down.
1 and 2 and
Read ahead, don't look down.
1 and 2 and 3 and.
Again, each step you need to repeat twice at least. Now let's move on to the third step. If you cannot do that, at least you practice hands separately. Left hand first and then right hand, and do hands together. Right now, let's play with sound. Both hands with the metronome.
1 and 2 and 3
Ready, go.
and 1 and 2
Legato,
3
second measure.
and
Getting louder. Here's a forte.
1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and.
So make sure this week your projects to practice number 1 and number 2. Make sure you practice them every day until you feel that you're getting better at sight reading. So have fun improving your sight reading. Let's continue. Next item, week 12, we have page 26 and 27 and 28. Read this one on the course outline. I highlighted for you, means this is a new piece. If you look down all the way, this is going to be one of our final exam pieces. So we need to work our heart out, practice our heart out. Take up the keyboard painting, turn to page 26, 27 and 28. So there are 3 pages. We have Crossing Waves is the title of this piece. I would like you to take a look, page 26, 27, 28. There are 3 pages. I highly recommend, if you have a printer at home, please print out the 3rd page, 28, so you don't need to turn the page during the performance. That will be very, very helpful for you to complete this performance. Please take out the pencil, write down the metronome marking for this piece, final exam piece. Dotted quarter note equals 72. If it's too fast for you, the lowest tempo you could go is dotted quarter note equals 60, but I highly recommend dotted quarter note equals 72. Okay, so let me play the entire piece for you. Let's change our tempo to 72. And there is eighth note equals 1 beat. There are, let's make it 4 beats in each measure. 1, okay, let me show it to you. Don't know if you could see it. This is the first beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 10, 11, 12. That will be too much. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Which means we need to count the triplets. So I'm going to do the triplets. 8th note gets 1 beat. There are 4 beats in each measure and with the triplets. Here we go. Hope you enjoy it.
1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and
Hope you enjoy it. Today's week 12. Our project is to learn measure the first section. You see there's the Roman numeral. So first section and second section. Measure 7, there's the Roman numeral second section. So from measure 1 through measure 10, next week, week 13, we're going to learn from measure 11, the third section and fourth section. And week 14, the week after, we're going to learn the entire page 28, section 5, 6, and 7. This is a beautiful piece, a lot of notes, but it's not hard to learn it. Both hands are written at first section. Roman numeral 1 is not I, it's 1. Both hands are written on triple clef, so make sure that you circle that triple clef. So you practice block chord first. For example, left hand is A minor chord, right hand A minor chord. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, crossover C, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and repeat again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Measure the third measure, C, F, A. This is the F major first inversion. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 1. Right hand 1, 2, 5. Whatever your left hand is playing, right hand just repeat exactly same thing, 1 octave higher. 2, 3. Right, left hand goes to E. 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. 1. Measure 4. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. C. 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So measure 4 is exactly same as measure 1. Continue measure 5. G sharp, C and E. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Maybe you could use 5, 3, 1 for the left hand. 5, 3, 1. G sharp, C, E. Right hand exactly G sharp, C, E. Repeat again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and continue. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So look at that. You only need to learn the first measure because first measure, second, fourth, and sixth measure, they're exactly the same thing. And then make sure you work on the third measure and also fifth measure. After you did the block chord, then you just do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make sure you count it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make a beautiful rainbow. You see, I did this phrase rainbow for you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Measure 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so make sure this rainbow is getting louder, getting softer. You see this? We called it hairpins, getting louder, getting softer. So I'm just going to play the first measure for you. Listen to this rainbow. So here's a peak, right? So loudest and getting softer. Did you hear that? Alright, so we will continue to learn the second section. Second section is even easier. You just need to practice the left hand first. Left hand, the block chord. Next one, you only change the last note. The top note change to D sharp. Next one, change to E. Next one, change to F. Next one goes up to G. Next one, go down to F. The lowest notes, those low notes are exactly same. Go down E, go down D sharp. And do you remember Dr. Chen told you whatever left hand does, right hand just copies 1 octave higher. So you practice way. you do the broken chord as written. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, Now remember, it's very important. Can you take out the pencil? Measure 6. At the end of measure 6, left hand goes down to bass clef. So you wanted to highlight that. Remember that you need to move your left hand to bass staff. Okay, can you see that? You need to highlight that. Now I'm going to play once again first section and second section for you. This is one of the final exam piece. Hope you enjoy it.
1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot
Okay, to learn this piece effectively is to practice really slowly. Practice the block chord first to have the shape and to know when and where to cross over, and practice after that. You practice broken chord. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make sure that you count it carefully. For the dotted quarter note, you need to count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The last thing you do after you learn the notes, fingerings, rhythm perfectly, then you add the pedal. Damper pedal is the right pedal. You press it down, and here you change and pedal it again. So you see the simulate in a similar way. So every phrase you use a new pedal. Can you see that? Every time you change the chord, you change the pedal. So pedal follows the chord progression. Hope that you enjoy learning this piece. It's a very beautiful piece, technically and musically challenging. All right, so we finished this. Take out the course information sheet and go to course outline. After the keyboard painting, we have the colorful keyboard classics, page 121. Take out the keyboard classics, colorful keyboard classics. Turn to page 121. This past 3 weeks, week 9, week 10, week 11, we learned the first 3 systems. This is a piece, little song by Russian composer, 20th century, Dmitry Kovalevsky. Today, week 12, we are going to finish up this piece. So, which means that week 13, we are going to have the performance test on little song on this piece. Here is measure 13 last system. Right hand is A, above mommy C, A, 2, 3. Change the finger into E, B, B, B. Now watch out here. Here is the half rest for 2 beats. So make sure you count it. 1 and 2 and grandma C, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Change to pinky. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right hand is not terribly hard. It's the left hand technically is very challenging. Remember, left hand entire piece is written on triple staff. So the first note, first chord will be A, C sharp, 2, 1, and make sure finger legato. Do not use the pedal for this piece. No pedal. Continue G sharp and C natural. Make sure you follow the fingerings precisely. Next measure, measure 14. G natural and B, 4 and 1. Next chord, F sharp and A sharp, 5 and 2. Okay, very challenging. Followed, read the notes and fingerings carefully. Once more, measure 13, A, C sharp, 2, 1, G sharp, C natural, 3, 1, G natural, B, 4, 1. Always count from the bottom to the top. Note, say from the bottom to the top, fingering 2. F sharp, A sharp, 5, 2. That's it. So you need to practice 20 times to make sure you have a very beautiful legato sound. Now after that, rest, right? After the rest, we have this F major chord, and here's the tight all white keys. F natural, A natural, key signature F sharp, but we make it a F natural, F major chord. The last one is E minor chord, and with the tight. Okay, so I'm going to play the last system for you. Here's the piano, S-U-B, abbreviation means subito. Subito means suddenly. Suddenly, why is that suddenly piano? Because earlier, previous measure, we have this forte. Measure 13, subito piano. Okay, so make sure that you bring out the dynamic contrast into your playing. At the end, there's a mezzo forte, means medium loud. Meno means less. Mosso means motion. Less motion means gradually slow down. Okay, I'm going to do it really slowly for you. Make sure you practice left hand, practice your heart out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 this piece, andante cantabile, walking tempo. Andante means walking tempo. Cantabile is played in a singing style. If you don't remember the previous sections, then please go back to watch and review my YouTube video recordings on week 9, week 10, and week 11. I also put time stamps there, so you just click on that one. You will quickly locate the piece. Now here is quarter note equals 60. I'm going to play for you. Time signature, change back to 4/4. With subdivision, eighth note. And we're going to have the metronome count for us. Here we go. Make sure you listen to the balance. Right hand has a melody on first system, third and fourth system. Right hand needs to play louder. Left hand has a melody on the second system, so left hand needs to be louder. Here we go. Hope you enjoy it.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1.
Hope that you enjoy and have fun learning this piece, and I look forward to your very beautiful piano performance on this piece. Look forward to watching your recording. Now we finished this one. Let's take a look at the course information sheet outlined. Let's go to week 12. After page 121, we still have one more piece, 46, page 46. Echo 6 in G major by big German composer Beethoven from the classical period. Last week, week 11, we learned the first system. This week, week 12, we are going to learn measure 5, 6, 7, and 8. They are pretty much exactly the same thing, isn't it? So these three measures are exactly same as the first three measures, so we don't really need to do it. So let me quickly review. We practice the left hand block chord, right? D, A, C, and D, F sharp, and C. Make sure that you pay attention to the key signature in G major. So key signature has one sharp, F sharp. So here we go, both hands. Measure 5, 1, and 2, and 1. Here's the accent. And 2, and 1, and 2, and. Measure 8 here is different than measure 4. So left hand G, B, right hand G, all staccato, and you need to move your left hand, go down, D, G. That's it. Okay, so if you don't remember the previous section, first system, go back to review and watch my YouTube video recording on week 11. I'm going to play the entire piece for you. Quarter note equals 60. Time signature is 2-4. With subdivision. And remember, it's if we go back to go on to the very last measure, 1 and 2. Here is and is after the 2. So here's a pickup. This piece is written in ternary form, A, B, A. The A section is written to be repeated. B section is written to be repeated. The last section, no repeat. Hope you enjoy it. Make sure you listen to the balance between hands. Right hand needs to be louder because right hand is the melody. Left hand needs to be softer because left hand is accompaniment. A section mezzo piano, B section forte. A section comes back again, piano.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2
Just like what we did earlier, page 121, little song, we use our finger pedal, no pedal for that one. Make sure left hand and right hand very legato. This piece we are going to have the test on week 15, so I hope that you will enjoy and have fun learning this piece. Practice right hand 10 times, left hand 10 times, and hands together 10 times. Practice really slowly and accurately until you can reach the tempo quarter note equals 60. I hope that you enjoyed today's lecture, and I hope that my lecture is helpful to you. I look forward to welcome you back next Monday, and look forward to listening and watching your very beautiful performance video recordings on YouTube. Please take good care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.